Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Davis Mills and the Houston Texans.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
I think when we really analyze the 2021 NFL season, Houston Texans quarterback Davis Mills, he deserves a lot more credit than he got for leading a bad team last season. Circumstances led the third-round rookie to being thrown in as the team starter, and he really came on after some early struggles. 4 300-yard games from him, he led Houston to a big upset of the Chargers to help keep L.A. out of the playoffs.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got it to Collins, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. On the handoff, running left, Marlon Mack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On play action, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Some good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, that's complete to his tight end Higbee. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Play action. Stafford rolling to his right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Play action now, Mills. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run up the middle with Mack. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now a former kicker at nearby UCLA, Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now, Charles, we take a peek there at their recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again is Stafford.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he takes it beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Second down and 3.
To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Henderson.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Jordan Jenkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Wolford, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
He's got the hook up here to Camp. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Rolling to his left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Burkhead going to run straight ahead here.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. A give to Burkhead on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about.
It's 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown!
Dameon Pierce from 4 yards out. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback.
So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 8, and time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So he was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Or give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Wolford, they're going for it on 4th down.
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going for it with Pierce.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From his own end zone, it's Wolford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. But that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll go for it. Here's Wolford.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.